things are changing. I can feel an energy in my bones. I can feel a fire in my nervous system. I'm laying there in my bed, Sunday, chilling out, doing my best to chill out, watching shows, just watching show after show. And I'm lying there and I can't relax, like my body is on fire. I've been working, been training my ass off this week. Been getting out of the house, going to the beach. I'm in nature now, just grounding. But I'm just lying there and it's like this electric current is inside me. The sleep for the last couple of nights has been really hard. I'm not complaining though, because I know what it is. The Shakti's building up. That's why I had a near miss the other night, because my body is just trying to throw this excess energy off. My body is changing. I can feel my nervous system it's doing an upgrade. The fibers, the nerve fibers, the electric conduit is getting thicker to hold more energy, to hold more power. It's all upgrading. I feel this deeper peace. I was sitting at a cafe this morning. I just thought I'd get out amongst people, be in public for a while, see how that felt. And I was sitting at this table with my chai, iced chai tea, and I'm just feeling everything. Like I'm just feeling all the people around me. I chose a pretty quiet cafe because I looked at some of the busy ones and I just felt like I could not handle that. That's just too much. That would probably just set me on fire in terms of the energy of being in that place. So I went to this quiet cafe. I sat down with my iced chai at this big table, no one else around. And then this man and his daughter comes and asks me if they can sit at the table. I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm just sitting there quietly, sipping on my drink. And as soon as they sit down, they were talking before, but as soon as they sit down at my table, they both go quiet. And the daughter pulls out her phone. I didn't even look at her, but I could feel her energy. I could feel his energy. She's probably in her late teens, maybe early 20s. Pulls out her phone. Dad's just kind of looking around, and he pulls his phone out. And I'm sitting there, and in my peripherals and in my field, I can feel her sussing my energy out. I can feel her being like, what is this guy? Who is this dude? What is going on with him? I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting there, just sipping my drink. And in my peripherals, I see her looking up from her phone, like looking at me, looking back down. Then she's like doing these ones, like scanning the room, looking around, locking onto me really, really quickly, and then just continuing to scan, locking on again, and then continuing to scan. I can see this and feel this out the corner of my eye. I'm looking straight ahead, but I can feel her just sussing me out, trying to understand what's going on. Another lady came and sat at the same table before them. Another lady comes and sits there, and she's doing the same thing. So people are so unfamiliar with this kind of energy. They don't know how to interact with it. They don't know how to deal with it. And you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is just be a man full of his power. Be a man who has a full ball sack. Be a man who is not fixated, stuck in the vibration of lust. My level of peace is continuing to grow. I'm just sitting here and I'm in nature and I'm just looking at the trees and I'm just noticing how beautiful it is. how beautiful the leaves are, the colors. The bark on the trees, it's just perfect fractal geometry. I feel like when I'm in nature more and more now, it's like I've had a light dose of acid or shrooms. Feeling more and more at one. And I'm feeling less and less like I need to do anything. Like my agenda is starting to drop. My level of needing an agenda is starting to disappear, because I'm finding that the path just keeps opening up in front of me. I don't have to search for it anymore. This is like I was talking about in the video the other day. The step in front of you is revealed, and that's all you need to see. You can't possibly comprehend the end game, where this is going. You can't possibly make a logical plan to get there. All that God is asking you to do is just take the next step that He's showing you. Everything's going to be given to you on the way, on the journey. You just take what you have right now and you just take that next step. A lot of you guys are getting more and more sensitive, I can tell, from the questions, the comments, the things you're saying. I can feel that you are here with me. You're on this level. It's crazy because I'm continually surprised by the level of depth in the comments. You guys are on a high level, a lot of you. Some of you are just beginning, but a lot of you are on a high level. The fact that you can even be listening to this shit that I'm talking about and agreeing with it, or sharing your own perspective but on the same level, it's amazing. We're rising through the levels of consciousness. Our vibration is raising. Our physical bodies are changing. You go and look at my videos 1 month ago. Look at my face. I was just looking through a couple of my older videos. Look at the way my face looks a month ago compared to now. Notice my eyes, the fullness of my face, my way of carrying myself, the depth of my vocal tone. Pay attention to all of this stuff. That's 1 month. Imagine where we're going to be in 1 year. In a year's time, with the kind of critical mass that we're reaching now, the kind of collective rise that's happening between brothers right now, you don't understand that every step of progress that you make, every single one of you, is bringing us all up, because we're a collective, we're all connected. Every drop added to the ocean raises the level of the ocean, even if but by a tiny, tiny bit. We are all raising the level for each other. Every single day, every time we overcome a temptation, we're helping everyone. This is how important you are. You're not alone in this. You're not doing this by yourself. You're not even doing this for yourself. You're doing this for all of us. I can feel this shift taking place, and it's building in speed. It's building in energy. It's building in intensity. We just got to keep walking the path. We got to keep walking the path, no matter what. When the energy gets so intense that you feel like you're going to explode, like your body is going to fall apart, go and hit the gym. Go and train hard for 2 hours, and then see how you feel. Go and sit on the ground. Connect your body to the earth. Breathe in some fresh air. Breathe in some fresh prana. Just do breathing exercises for 15, 20 minutes. Heavy, deep breathing. Circulating that chi. Working those bellows. Your lungs are like a pump. Pumping those bellows. Fanning the flame of your energy. Building it up. Pushing it through every cell of your body. Revitalizing, replenishing, renewing. Pushing out all the old stagnant energy. Raising you up to a higher vibration. Making you stronger. I'm sitting here talking and I can feel, it's like the wind around me is in sync with me. It's like we're being dreamed by the same dreamer. There's no separation. There's no wind out there and me in here and you there behind the screen. It's one dreamer dreaming all of this happening at once. This is where we're going. The collapse of the illusion. Don't worry about the collapse of the economic system. We're heading towards the collapse of the illusion, brothers. This is what's going on. Do it for each other. Do it for your family. I got guys asking me about how to deal with family relationships that are starting to fall apart as a result of your retaining. It's going to happen. Your family's not going to understand you. Your family is going to feel you spiritually rising. You're leaving the orbit. You're leaving the gravitational pull of Earth in a spaceship. That's what you're doing. And Earth, your family unit, senses a shift in their ego, because the family is an ego of itself. It's a collective ego. Everything forms an ego. A culture is an ego. A country is an ego. It's this energetic identity. And what does the ego do? It fights to protect itself. It fights to prevent change of any kind, so it can maintain that same identity. That's what an ego is. It's a sameness that wants to keep being the same. So when your family feels you changing, you are rewriting the code of your family. You are redefining the energy of your family, because your family is the sum of all of the members. All of the energy of all the different people in your family is what makes up the family whole, the family unit. So when your energy starts rising very high, that is changing the equation. Your whole family is now having to shift to accommodate this new energy that's coming through you. And they don't like that. The ego fights to stay the same. So you've got to be stronger than your whole family. I'm serious. Either they are going to succeed at overcoming you and drag you back down into their negativity, into their patterns, which they've maintained for however long, with all the trauma, all of the double speak, all of the things we don't talk about, all of the emotions we're not allowed to feel, all of the things we overlook and we hide. This is all part of every single family. We all have these secrets and these certain shames that we carry as part of the family identity that we're not allowed to expose because it threatens the integrity of the existing structure. So they're going to try and pull you back down, remind you that you're just a small little such and such. You're just one of us. This is the way it's always been. This is the way it's always going to stay. They're going to try and pull you back into that old pattern. But if they can't do that because you're one strong motherfucker now, God and one are a majority. If you keep walking this path, which you are, which you will, I know you will, You're too strong now, you know too much. As you keep walking this path and your power becomes stronger than your whole family unit, it's an exponential increase. It's a logarithmic increase. Study Power vs. Force by David Hawkins. With every step of progress you make up the ladder of consciousness, there is a logarithmic increase in your power. This is Dragon Ball Z shit. This is climbing the scale of power, not by addition, not 1 + 1 = 2, but 2 × 2 = 4, 4 × 4 = 16, 16 × 16 equals, and up it goes. That's how we progress on this journey. So you are going to become more powerful than your family unit. And so you're going to have a choice. They are going to want to cut you off. I know this is pretty serious shit, but I have to talk about it because someone's raised it. It needs to be addressed. And it applies not just to family, but friend groups, relationships, your place in your workplace, your existing business, whatever social ecosystem you find yourself in. It's the same thing. Either that family ego, workplace ego, friendship ecosystem is going to cut you off because they can't handle the change, they can't handle your energy, or, and this is where I challenge you to lay down all of the old spiritual teachings, the old spiritual advice that we get so much of you got to cut off toxic people, cut off these toxic people. There's toxic people and there's people who you vibe with, right? I want to challenge this. I want to challenge this victim mentality because we are the redeemers. We are on this earth as seeds. We, the men, have the power. Women do not have this power. We are the leaders. We have been trusted with the divine seed, with the sacred essence, with the presence of God. It's in our balls. And now that we are retaining this power and we are raising up this sacred seed, bringing it up into our pituitary, up into our brain, up into our pineal gland, accessing higher dimensions of awareness, we are not called to run away from failing structures, from toxic families, from toxic friend groups, from relationships that aren't working, from blah, blah, blah. At one stage in our journey, yes, we are called to do that because we're weak. We're still vulnerable. But as we walk this path, we are getting stronger and stronger. And I'm not calling you to deceive yourself here. I'm not calling you to pretend that you're stronger than you are. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you will know beyond a shadow of a doubt as you keep walking the path. Day by day by day, you will reach a critical mass, a point at which you realize that you are the conqueror. You are Genghis fucking Khan. You are Jesus Christ incarnate. This is what the Son of God, the Son of Man, came to share with us. He came to make a way, build a bridge between us and God. Not so that we could worship an external savior, but so that we could host the living presence of God. He came as an example of what we all have the potential to be. He was showing us, you can be me. I am the Son of Man and the Son of God. Same thing with Buddha. The Buddha is not a person. It's a state of consciousness. It's a level of being accessible to all of us. So as we continue this, we can redeem this earth. In fact, that's why we're here. We are the star seeds, if you want to use that language. We are the seeds dropped here by God so that we can grow and crowd out all of the weeds and overtake and conquer. So don't be afraid of your family's negativity, because negativity is weak.